Hello, welcome to this AV-LAN review of the Marantz UD5007 Blu-ray player. We're going to talk to you about the features of this player and what it sounds like, its video and audio quality. So, this is their entry-level Blu-ray player from Marantz. It's got the ability to play a wide range of different discs, including SACD, DVD audio, as well as CDs, Blu-rays, DVDs. If you buy it from us, we also make it multi-region for DVD, and we give you the option of manually changing the Blu-ray regions, which is the first Marantz machine we've been able to do that with, and quite useful thing. If you've got films you've imported from different countries, particularly from America, you can change this over to region A, and if you've got DVDs as well, it'll just play them. Now, future firmware updates might actually override this, so we can't guarantee that it'll work forever, but we see no real reason why it shouldn't do. Now, it's a transport in that it doesn't have much in the way of analog outputs. It's just got an analog left and right output, and the rest of it's intended to use HDMI. So really, it's best to hook up to an AV receiver. You can see here the analog left and right it's got, and the one HDMI output. It's got an impressive set of networking features, which we'll talk to you about in a bit. There you can hook it up to a remote control or system link that uses sort of infrared flashes, or the Marantz's link to link it to an amp and let it be controlled through that. Here you can see the disk load times, which are much improved on last year's model and over other machines that are on the market as well. It's quicker. There you can see it's very quickly, it's onto the menu and then play, and it's playing the actual film. Now this is inside the unit, the transport there in the middle that plays the actual discs. This has got the different laser pickups to read different discs, so DVDs, CDs. This is the transformer that takes the mains current coming in and brings it down to a lower voltage to power all these components. This is the bit on the back that actually does the infrared in and out if you're going to use it for that remote feature. And also it's got the Marantz's bus link. And this is the main bit of the machine. This does everything. The audio, the networking, everything is on that one board. Now here's the menu. The menu system lets you change a few different settings. So you've got things like HDMI control, firmware updates, the HDMI control. Turn it off if you're having any problems with that, but it should work with a variety of different manufacturers, television, things like that, so you can control the unit through HDMI control. Generally, we find it doesn't work best, so it's hit and miss. There's network settings, you can change that, you can manually set the IP address as well if you want, if you're having problems with networking. Got some other settings here as well. Things whether to have secondary audio on. If you can have more than one machine, you can change the remote ID and you can change the remote codes on the handset as well, so you can have two machines operating independently, two separate remote controls if you wanted to. These are the video settings and what you want the HDMI set to as well, whether you want it straight RGB output or not, or HDMI deep color. And then this being a 3D machine with 3D playback, you've also got the ability here, you can turn that off if you want, and you can also change the screen size. So here it's detecting the screen size of our television is 46, which is correct. You've got audio output, it defaults to bitstream, so it intends this to be used with Marantz or other manufacturers' home cinema receiver. So with bitstream output on, it will output True HD and DTS HD Master Audio, which is what you wanted to do. Now this is the networking, and quite impressed here by the different formats it will play. You've got a wide range of different music it will play at MP3, Windows Media Audio, but the really important things from our point of view, from an audio file point of view, is that with the right NAS drive, it will play back FLAC, and it won't just do 44.1, it will do it to 192 kHz 24-bit. It also will do that, you can see here when you click on a file, it plays quite quickly as well. It will also do that with the WAV files, although the problem might be if you hook this up wirelessly, it doesn't have wireless networking on it, but you can use like a bridge or something like that. And you'll find the same with videos, that wireless doesn't generally have enough bandwidth to cope or it isn't reliable enough the way it actually transmits the information. So it is best to have this networked and ideally on gigabit LAN rather than standard LAN, and a lot of routers now are gigabit if you have this directly hooked up to your router. And it will play all the files that you can see here. It's playing a VOB file here, a DVD VOB file. It will play MT2S files, and now also does 24 frames per second, which the previous model didn't do. It'll do MKV, it'll do MPEG-4, it'll do AVI XFID files, it'll do TS files. In actual, we couldn't find a file that it wouldn't play. That doesn't mean to say that it doesn't exist. I'm sure there's some video formats it won't play, but it would do them all the ones we threw at it. It would do in full 1080p resolution. You can see here playing one of our videos. And with this unit, you've also got the ability to play back things from YouTube. Not only does it play back YouTube, it will also do it in HD. So it'll do it full 1080p resolution from YouTube. And we're searching here for some of our videos, which we do record, including this one, in 1080p. And it does that pretty good, pretty neat. It's pretty speedy the way it shows things on a good internet connection. And you can see here, as soon as you click on it, it's up and streaming fairly quickly. There's a few seconds delay while it starts buffering, and when we tried this out, there were no glitches, no problems. It just played. Now onto the pros and cons for the UD5007. Pros: the ability to play lots of different media, not just off disk, off USB, and networking. That's really good for this machine. And it kind of eliminates the need really to have a home cinema PC for a lot of people. This will take up the role of playing discs and playing media across your network with the right NAS drive. It's also got very good picture quality. We were impressed with it. It's improved performance from last year's, and at this price point, we don't know of anything else apart from there's a clone of this machine made by Denon, which is very similar. The picture quality is identical to this, but apart from that on the market, there's really nothing that's as good as this. Very sharp. No dropped frames or anything like that, very clear. And the audio as well, not so good the analog outputs, but if you want that, go for the higher model, the UD5007. But the bitstream output is spot on. And then those different audio formats, if your amp can decode 192 kilohertz audio, playing back HD audio from this is a dream. It's really neat and convenient as well, having it all on your NAS drive. Cons: the build quality, it has got partially aluminium front panel. Those side bits to the left and right, that main flat bit, the curvy bits on the sides, they're plastic. And the unit does feel a little bit light. So I'd say, the build quality could be improved on this unit. But for the money, I suppose you can't really complain. It is that sort of mid-price unit, and it's their entry-level Blu-ray player. So in that respect, the build quality is okay, but it could be improved. That's the end of our review of the Marantz UD5007 Blu-ray player. If you'd like to see more reviews, or you'd like to purchase this unit, please visit our website, avlan.co.uk. Thank you.